Hello, my name is Rich White. I'm with the Greenwich Education Service Center. I want to go through some of the new stuff in the Edusim Alpha 12 built off of the Open Cobalt Alpha 4 code, some really cool new stuff. I'll have some follow-up videos that are in more depth. This one is going to be just hitting the high points and some of the new stuff. So you'll notice immediately when you come in World that we have a new frame. These new frames and also the icons around the frame. The teams got rid of some of the icons that really weren't necessary. Now we just, if you want to walk up to a billboard, you just click that and your avatar walks up through it. Obviously this, when you come in, is a little 3D portal, so I'm going to go ahead and walk into it. You also see my avatar, and my avatar is a Billboard Avatar, which is also something new. The past several versions the developers had put in. It's always facing forward to users in World. Kind of go out here into a space, and we'll go through the menus here. First, we'll notice that we have just our general Open Cobalt menu, About menu, Settings. We can set our name for when we're in multi-user mode, and the appearance presets. So if you want to change your avatar to a model that you have in your models directory or your images directory, that is how you would do that. And then quit, obviously. Space, we also have some presets. So you have your default space, which is one that we came into earlier. This is the landscape space, a collaboratory, which is a building, kind of a neat little building. And then you have your just blank white and gray presets and general interior and underwater and exterior space. Also still have the ability to open worlds from a URL. And you'll notice right here I direct people to edusim.com/worlds, and we will start populating those with the C3D worlds. So if there isn't anything in there yet, there will be soon. So this is where you'd put the URL for that, and I'll do some more walkthroughs on how exactly that's done. Also, from your local directory, you can still, once you've saved a world, load it up from your local directory. And also, this is a link that opens a web browser and takes you directly out to edusim3d.com. This is how you'll save your world and how you'll link to a local client. It would show up right here if there was another local client running for you to connect to for a multi-user session. That would be Edusim or Cobalt. This will return you home, and this is just general space info. Can still add models, images, videos, sounds. Let's add a spoon here real fast. The spoon model. Now these models, you can get them from the Google 3D Warehouse. Any of the SketchUp models are supported. Any Collada format model is supported. And any OBJ format is supported. There are a few others I might be missing, I think, but there's our spoon. So we'll come out here. I'll show how we add an image. Now, one thing I really like about the images is now it supports animated GIFs. So you'll notice once this image renders and comes in World, it's about a half megabyte. So it takes a little bit longer, but not much, these animated GIFs. When it comes in, you'll notice that this is going to be a great way for users to bring in little animations in World. So this is our animated GIF, and you'll notice that it has the frame. I can walk right up to it. There it is. It's still got our frame. So it's got the user interface that's familiar with users that have used the image thing before. Videos, MPEG videos. So you'll realize that for something small, animated GIF might make more sense. And then sounds, if you wanted ambient sounds or sounds associated with objects in World. We got our view. One kind of really neat thing, and I'll show you if you have a model in World and you have glasses like this, you can apply this anaglyph 3D filter so that you can, so that the models kind of seem to pop out. We also have our 2D painter, which will bring up a web page in a web-based 2D paint. We have annotations, text, a really neat slideshow app. I'll pop this up here real fast. and show you how that works. In your main directory, you'll have a slideshows, a slides directory, and you'll put all your slides in there. It'll cycle through these in alphabetical order. Right click is to move forward, left click is to move back. So you can see my little slideshow there. One last thing I wanted to show. Let's let this slideshow kind of finish itself. My battery's about to go dead, so I'm going to kind of hurry through this last part. But in the tools and the 3D models, you can still paint anything. Keep that. That'll pop it up. Pump it up. Do a little balloon-looking model. And there's that here. Let me kind of edit this real fast. And part of it's under the ground, so you can't see his mouth. There we go. But also, let me walk on here to the other side, and I'll show you something else that you can do with this. If you put an image with a alpha background, a transparent background, in your sketches directory, in your main Edusim Alpha 12 directory, and you click this little question mark, your image will show up here. I can double click that. It's got the alpha background, so now when I go to keep, and this is an image I got kind of tinkered with, change the background to transparent. Now I'm keeping it. What it's going to do is it's going to take that image, it's going to pump it up into a model. I'm going to move it up above the ground. Half of it's under the ground. There we go. So you can see our little model. It took that image and it pumped it up into a little balloon-looking model. So this works nice for irregular shaped objects. So in a nutshell, that is what you can expect in this new stuff. I'll have some more videos later on for some of the more specific things. But that is the new Cobalt Alpha 4, the Edusim Alpha 12 built on the new Cobalt Alpha 4 code. So some really neat stuff, and I'm really excited about this version.